Dear listener, tonight we invite you to step quietly into the past, into a slower world where time moved with the turning of the sun, and even the smallest tasks like washing clothes were full of rhythm, care, and quiet purpose. In this gentle journey, we'll explore how laundry was done in the Tudor era. From drawing water at dawn to folding linen at dusk, you'll follow each step through soft sounds, muted colors, and stillness. It's always such a peaceful joy to see our little global community gathering here, people from all walks of life, curled up with a blanket, a tea, or just their thoughts, ready to drift into history. And hey, if you find comfort in these quiet tales and slow storytelling, go ahead and tap that subscribe button, only if it feels right. There's always more to explore, more stories to tell, and you're warmly invited to be part of it. Now, take a deep breath, dim the lights, silence the noise, and let's begin tonight's gentle wander through the pages of the past. You're exactly where you're meant to be. There are no machines here, no noise, just firelight, steam, and the whisper of hands at work. So, settle in, breathe deeply, let your eyes rest. Whether you're here to fall asleep, to find calm, or to simply wander through the past, you are welcome. Let us begin. The sun is not fully up yet. The sky is gray-blue, and the village is still quiet. A few birds are waking, singing gently in the trees. Most people are still sleeping, but one woman is already up. Today is wash day. It is an important part of her week. She puts on her apron and wraps a shawl around her shoulders to keep out the morning chill. The grass is wet with dew. She walks slowly across the yard. Everything is peaceful. The small building she uses for laundry is quiet and cool inside. It smells like old wood and ashes. There is a copper tub in the corner, big and round. Today it will be filled with hot water and soap. But for now, it stands empty. The woman knows this day will be long, her hands will grow tired, but she also knows the work is needed. Everyone depends on clean clothes. She takes a deep breath. The day has begun. There is no rush, no noise, just the soft sounds of morning and the quiet work ahead. In the Tudor world, life moves slowly, and laundry, like many things, takes time and care. Drawing water from the well, before she can begin washing, the woman needs water, a lot of it. Hot water, cold water, and water for rinsing. There is no tap or faucet in her home. In Tudor times, people must go to the well. The well is made of stone. It stands near the corner of the yard. It is old and green moss grows around the sides. She carries 2 wooden buckets. They are round and deep, with strong handles. She sets one on the ground and lowers the other into the well. The rope creaks softly as it unwinds. Then splash, the bucket hits the water. She waits, then pulls it up. The rope is heavy now. The bucket shines, dripping. She pours the water into a larger tub, then lowers the second bucket. She does this over and over again. The sun is slowly rising. Her breath shows in the cold morning air. The water is fresh and cool. Soon it will be warmed by fire. But for now, it is calm and still. Drawing water is slow work, but it gives her time to think, time to listen to the birds, time to feel the quiet start of the day. The copper tub stands in the corner of the wash house. It is large and round, with black marks on its sides from many years of use. Beneath the copper tub is a small space for fire. This fire will heat the water and help clean the clothes. The woman kneels down. She gathers small sticks, dry leaves, and bits of bark. These will help the fire catch. Slowly, she builds the fire with care. She places the small pieces at the bottom, then adds a few thicker twigs. She lights a small flame using flint and steel. A spark jumps, then another. A tiny flame appears. She blows gently. The fire begins to grow. As it crackles softly, she starts to carry in the water she drew from the well. One bucket at a time, she pours it into the copper tub. Steam begins to rise. The heat builds slowly. The room feels warmer now. There is no rush. She watches the flames dance. The fire pops once in a while, but mostly it is quiet. Just the sound of water, fire, and wood. This is the heart of the laundry day. And it begins with warmth. In the Tudor era, there were no bottles of soap from a store. People used what they could grow or make themselves. One of the most helpful plants was called soapwort. Its leaves and roots create a soft foam when mixed with water. The woman keeps a bundle of it hanging to dry near her window. She takes a handful of the dried leaves and crushes them gently in a stone bowl. The smell is fresh green and a little sweet. She adds a bit of warm water and stirs it with a wooden spoon. A soft, bubbly foam forms at the top. This will help lift dirt from the clothes. Next, she gathers some ashes from the fireplace. These ashes, made from burnt wood, are used to make lye water. Lye is strong and helps clean clothes more deeply. She mixes a scoop of the ashes with warm water and lets it sit for a while. The water turns cloudy. She handles everything with care. Soapwort and ash may seem simple, but together they are powerful. These are old ways passed down from mothers and grandmothers. With no machines, the earth gives what is needed. And the laundry begins, not with soap, but with plants and ash. Before washing can begin, the woman must sort the clothes. Not all cloth is the same. Some fabrics are soft and light, others are heavy and thick. Some can be scrubbed hard, others must be treated gently. She lays the clothes out on a wooden bench. Each piece is looked at carefully. Linen shirts and undergarments go in one pile. These are often white or light in color and worn close to the skin. They need a deep wash. Over time, they hold sweat and smell from the body. In another pile, she places darker close woolen skirts, aprons, and coats. These are stronger and harder to clean, so they are treated with care. Wool can shrink or become stiff if washed the wrong way. She checks each piece for small tears or worn spots. If she finds a loose thread, she pulls out her needle and mends it quickly. Clothes in Tudor times are valuable. Most families own only a few outfits. Each one must last as long as possible. As she works, she hums softly. The fire crackles in the background. The air smells faintly of soapwort. The sorting is not rushed. It is calm, steady work. The first step in a long, quiet day. The water in the copper tub is now warm. Steam rises softly from the top. The fire underneath burns low and steady. The woman stirs the water gently with a long wooden stick. It is ready. She picks up the bowl of crushed soapwort and pours it into the tub. The green foam spreads slowly across the surface. A clean, earthy smell fills the washhouse. She stirs again. The bubbles rise and fall. This soft water will help loosen the dirt from the clothes before scrubbing begins. She takes the first garment and old linen shiftstand, lowers it into the warm water. It sinks slowly, soaking up the heat and soap. She presses it down gently with the stick. Then she adds another shirt and another. Soon, the tub is full of wet fabric. She lets the clothes sit and soak. This part of the process cannot be rushed. The warm water, the soap, and time all work together. While they soak, she wipes her hands on her apron and sits down for a moment. The room is warm. The air is quiet. Outside, birds sing faintly. Inside, the clothes float peacefully in the copper tub, beginning their journey to clean. The clothes have soaked for a while now. They are warm, soft, and heavy with water. It is time to scrub away the dirt. The woman rolls up her sleeves and lifts the first shift from the tub. Water drips down in long streams. She carries it to a wooden washboard. The board is tilted and has small ridges carved across it. She lays the wet cloth on the board and begins to rub it slowly. Her hands press the fabric back and forth over the ridges. The sound is quiet but steady swish, rub, swish. For the dirtier spots, like under the arms or along the collar, she pours a little lye water made from ashes. She uses her fingers or a rough cloth to work the soap deeper into the fibers. She is careful not to tear the fabric. The work is firm, but not harsh. Her movements are slow, strong, and full of purpose. Piece by piece, she lifts and scrubs. The air is full of steam now. Her face is damp, and her hands are red from warm water. Still, she doesn't stop. This is the heart of laundry day. A quiet rhythm, a steady task, done with care and patience. After the clothes are scrubbed, they must be rinsed. The soap and ash must be washed out so the fabric feels soft and clean again. In the Tudor era, many women rinse their laundry in nearby streams. The woman carries her basket of wet clothes down a narrow path through the garden. The stream is not far. It flows gently through the edge of the village. Trees grow along the sides, and the air is cool and damp. Birds flutter overhead. The water is clear, and small stones line the bottom. She kneels at the edge and begins her work. She dips one piece of laundry into the stream, swishing it gently back and forth. The water carries away the last bits of soap and dirt. Slowly she lifts the garment and squeezes the water out. Then she sets it aside and starts the next. Each piece is rinsed with care. The sound of water splashing is soft and steady. There is no hurry. Her hands move with patience. As the basket fills with rinsed clothes, she stops for a moment. The breeze touches her face. The stream hums softly beside her. It is quiet here, just water, cloth, and time. The clothes are now clean and rinsed. They are heavy with water, but fresh and free of soap. The woman carries the basket back from the stream. Her arms are tired, but she walks slowly and calmly, the sun now higher in the sky. In the back garden, she has set up lines of rope between wooden poles. This is where the clothes will dry. She places the basket down and takes one piece at a time. She lifts a white shift and gently shakes it out. Droplets fall to the grass below. She hangs it carefully on the line, using small wooden pegs to hold it in place. Then she lifts the next an apron, a towel, a smock. One by one, she pins them up. The wind moves through the fabric, making it sway and flutter like sails on a quiet sea. The sun warms the damp cloth. The breeze helps it dry. There is no machine here, no rush. Only sunlight, wind, and time. The garden is peaceful. Bees buzz nearby. A hen clucks in the distance. The woman watches the line of clean clothes dancing softly in the air. It is a simple scene. Quiet, beautiful. A picture of care and stillness. The sun is now lower in the sky. The air is warm, and the breeze is gentle. The clothes on the line are dry. They are soft in some places, stiff in others. It is time to bring them in. The woman lifts each piece from the line carefully. She folds them over her arm, one at a time. The linen shifts are smooth and pale. The aprons smell like sunshine and soapwort. Her basket slowly fills again, this time with clean, dry clothes. Inside the wash house, she lays them out on a clean wooden table. She smooths each garment with her hands, pressing out any small wrinkles. Then she begins to beat the linen. This may sound strange, but in Tudor times it was common. Beating the fabric with a flat wooden mallet helped soften it after drying. She lifts the mallet and gently taps the cloth. Thump, thump, thump. The sound is steady, not loud. The fabric flattens and softens under each beat. She folds each piece with care, stacking shirts, towels, and aprons in tidy piles. Her work is almost done. The table is filled with clean, neat clothes ready to be worn again. It feels good, peaceful, complete. With all the clothes now folded and soft, the woman adds one final touch. It is something she does out of love and habit. She adds scent-gentle, natural smells that keep the clothes fresh. She walks to the small shelf where her herbs are kept. Hanging in bunches are lavender, rosemary, and thyme dried slowly in the warm air of the wash house. The smell is soft and calming, not strong. It fills the space like a whisper. She picks a small handful of dried lavender. The flowers are pale purple and crumble softly between her fingers. She places a few sprigs between the folds of the linen shirts. Then she takes a few leaves of rosemary and tucks them into a cloth pouch. She places the pouch in the chest where the clean laundry is stored. These herbs help keep away moths and insects. But more than that, they make the clothes feel special. Each time someone opens the chest or puts on a fresh shirt, they will smell the lavender. They will think of home, of care, of quiet days like this one. It is a small thing, but it brings comfort, and in Tudor life such comfort matters. The sun has dipped low in the sky. The light outside is soft and golden, touching the tops of the trees and rooftops. Inside the wash house, the air is quiet. The work is done. The woman looks around the room. The copper tub is empty now, its sides still warm from the day's fire. The wooden table holds neat piles of folded clothes. Her apron is damp. Her hands are tired, but her heart is full. She has spent the day working with care and calm. Each task drawing water, soaking, scrubbing, rinsing, drying was done with patience. She pours herself a small mug of warm nettle tea. The steam curls up gently as she takes a slow sip. She sits on a stool by the door looking out across the garden. The clean clothes are put away. The fire has faded. The sky is turning a soft shade of gray-blue. A dog barks far off. A bird settles into its nest. The village is quiet. The world feels still. She breathes in deeply and lets it out slowly. Another wash day is done. It was not rushed. It was not loud. It was full of peace and full of purpose. And now it gently ends.